Hey, what's going on, everyone? Axel here. Today we're going to talk about a not so happy topic, and that's GameStop, their culture, and their Circle of Life program. So, for those of you who don't know, the GameStop Circle of Life program has been making waves in the news over the past few weeks. An article was broke by Kotaku, which I will link in the description below, that described GameStop's Circle of Life program and what it does. So to summarize it, essentially what it is it's a mandate of quotas put on employees by GameStop headquarters. So each employee has to sell a certain percentage of each employee's sales has to come from specific categories. So say, for example, an employee in a store might have to sell 25% pre-orders, 25% reward card subscriptions, 25% used game sales, 25% game trade-ins. So it means that employees have to balance their sales between certain categories, and these categories are heavily weighed towards pushing reward card subscriptions, game trade-ins, pre-orders, used game sales specifically, and they don't encourage employees so much to sell new games. So, and GameStop is doing this for one simple reason. They make a whole lot more money off of used game sales than they do off of new game sales. From what I've heard, they make only a few bucks off of a $60 game sale, whereas if they're making a used game sale, they essentially take all of that profit. So why is this controversial? A lot of businesses do things sort of similar to this to push employees to meet certain quotas so they make money. It's obvious GameStop is doing this so they make more money. They want their employees to sell used stuff and not new stuff. Well, it's controversial just because it's really harsh, and it encourages employees essentially to lie a lot of times to their customers, and it's just very, very stressful for employees who work there, and it really hurts employee morale. And it's unfortunate that GameStop put this kind of program in. I see why they're doing it, but I don't agree with it. But the big controversy, and I think what really broke this story, is employees coming out and saying that, hey, in order to meet my quotas, I have to lie now to customers. So a lot of customers come in and they want to buy a game new, but employees are now encouraged to kind of push them away from that. So a lot of employees, in order to meet their quotas for the month, they've essentially lied to customers. Say a customer comes in and says, hey, I want to buy a new copy of Resident Evil 7. The employee might lie to that customer and say that, hey, we don't have any new copies, but look over there on the shelf, we have some used copies. And that's really disturbing, and it's unfortunate, and it's not fair that employees have to put up with this. And because there is a lot of pressure for them to meet these quotas. If they don't meet these certain quotas, they can be subject to disciplinary actions. They can be fired. And that's really heartless and really cutthroat and really, really unfortunate to hear about. So let's talk about my personal experience with GameStop. I used to go there all the time when I was younger, when I was in college, when I was in high school, because essentially I didn't know where else to go, and GameStop is sitting there, and they're everywhere. GameStops are very plentiful. Nowadays, I try to go to mom and pops when I can, or I just order online, but it's a store that I wish that I wouldn't have supported so much in the past, and I'm going to try to not support them in the future. I already didn't like going there, but now I'm especially not going to go there after hearing about what has since transpired there. I think the last time I went into a GameStop, before I could even take like 5 steps into the store, I already had an employee coming up to me, talking to me, pushing me to pre-order something, and that's just so annoying. I hate stores where you walk in and they won't just let you look or breathe. They just want to suffocate you immediately and talk to you. I don't like that. One thing I want to be clear on, though, is I don't think employees should be scrutinized by customers because of this program. You got to feel for those employees there. They're required to work under these stressful conditions, and they have to approach you to get these pre-order numbers just to keep their jobs. So don't take it out on those guys. What you should do is, if you don't agree with this type of program, is you should show them with your wallet and don't shop there. There's a lot of other places to buy video games that aren't GameStop. So if you do not support this, don't shop at GameStop. I'm not telling you to. I'm just saying that if you don't shop at GameStop. Me personally, I already wasn't shopping at GameStop for a lot of reasons, just because of every time I've gone there, a lot of times I've had really bad experiences. I can't tell you how many used games I bought in college that did not work and had to return. I have that problem all the time. They don't do a very good job of checking their discs, but this program kind of was kind of the last straw on the camel's back for me as far as shopping at GameStop, and I probably won't do it anymore. So guys, please comment below. Let me know what you think about this program, and if you do shop at GameStop, and if you will continue to shop there even after learning about this program. So I'd be really excited to read that and hear other people's feedback on this. That's going to be it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, please give me a like and subscribe, and you can also check me out on Twitter and on Facebook at Axel Alexander. That's all for today. You all have a good one.